The sea, connected as the world ocean or simply the ocean, is the body of salty water that covers approximately 71% of the Earth's surface. The word sea is also used to denote second-order sections of the sea, such as the Mediterranean Sea, as well as certain large, entirely landlocked, saltwater lakes, such as the Caspian Sea. The sea moderates Earth's climate and has important roles in the water cycle, carbon cycle, and nitrogen cycle. Humans harnessing and studying the sea have been recorded since ancient times and evidenced well into prehistory, while its modern scientific study is called oceanography. The most abundant solid dissolved in seawater is sodium chloride. The water also contains salts of magnesium, calcium, potassium, and mercury, amongst many other elements, some in minute concentrations. Salinity varies widely, being lower near the surface and the mouths of large rivers and higher in the depths of the ocean. However, the relative proportions of dissolved salts vary little across the oceans. Winds blowing over the surface of the sea produce waves, which break when they enter the shallow water. Winds also create surface currents through friction, setting up slow but stable circulations of water throughout the oceans. The directions of the circulation are governed by factors, including the shapes of the continents and Earth's rotation. The Coriolis effect. Deep sea currents, known as the global conveyor belt, carry cold water from near the poles to every ocean. Tides, the generally twice daily rise and fall of sea levels, are caused by Earth's rotation and the gravitational effects of the orbiting moon and, to a lesser extent, of the sun. Tides may have a very high range in bays or estuaries. The deep sea or deep layer 1 is the lowest layer in the ocean, existing below the thermocline and above the seabed, at a depth of 1,000 fathoms 1800 m, or more. Little or no light penetrates this part of the ocean, and most of the organisms that live there rely for subsistence on falling organic matter produced in the photic zone. For this reason, scientists once assumed that life would be sparse in the deep ocean, but virtually every probe has revealed that, on the contrary, life is abundant in the deep ocean. In 1960, the Bathyscaphe descended to the bottom of the Mariana Trench near Guam, at 10,911 m 35,797 ft, 6.780 mi, the deepest known spot in any ocean. If Mount Everest 8,848 meters were submerged there, its peak would be more than a mile beneath the surface. After the Trieste was retired, the Japanese remote-operated vehicle ROV Cake was the only vessel capable of reaching this depth until it was lost at sea in 2003. In May and June 2009, the hybrid ROV Nereus returned to the Challenger Deep for a series of 3 dives to depths exceeding 10,900 meters. It has been suggested that more is known about the moon than the deepest parts of the ocean. 3. Life on the deep ocean floor was assumed to rely solely on falling organic matter, and therefore ultimately the sun, for its energy source until the discovery of thriving colonies of shrimps and other organisms around hydrothermal vents in the late 1970s. The new discoveries revealed groups of creatures that obtained nutrients and energy directly from thermal sources and chemical reactions associated with changes to mineral deposits.